Hello everyone. Once again, good morning. And I would like to welcome Chaudhary Akash, Vijay Balla, Kaushal Gaur, Lakshmi, Surya, Hani Geet, Akhil, Saira, Hemant, Neeraj Kumar Singh, Amrita Varanya, and all others who have joined for this Facebook live streaming under ALS Guidance Series. And today I am going to interact with you all on a very interesting but an important topic, that's each coaching must for IS exam. Now if you are interested to listen the answer to this question in one word, then of course that word is no. Coaching is not must. But having said this, that no is the answer to this specific question, I would just like to bring certain thing to your knowledge. See, 90% of the students who qualify civil service exam, at some or other stage during preparation, they are seeking support, guidance from some or other institute for different purpose. 10% approximately candidates in this scheme of exam, they prepare completely on their own and they are able to qualify. Okay. So, why 90% people are joining? This is something which you need to understand. See, once if you join a coaching institute, then only thing what you will expect that you will be able to travel through the preparation in a very systematic way from one end to another end in a timely manner. If you prepare on your own, you can prepare on your own for sure. There are few who are able to prepare on their own as well. But only thing, since they will do a lot of experimentation, since during preparation they will be doing a lot of exploration, navigation, hit and trial mode, so they'll end up taking more time. I would like to give an example that let us say that within a particular subject, particular chapter, particular topic. Now, when you are preparing, let us say polity and constitution. Now, within polity and constitution, let us say you are preparing union executive. Within union executive, if you are preparing, let us say President of India. Now, if you are preparing on your own, you can prepare very well this topic by reading some standard books and by referring to some material. But you may take 15 to 20 hours on your own. First, to understand what all you should prepare in the name of, President of India within Union Executive. But if you are preparing the same topic with some institute which is of national repute and has proven credentials in this particular field, then you may prepare the same topic completely from the exam-oriented point of view in 4 to 5 hours. So what you can do on your own in 20 hours is what you can do with an institute in 5 hours. Not because they have a special knowledge on the topic, but they have, understanding that what is needed in this particular topic. This is what is the role of an institute. But I would just like to tell each one of you that 90% of the aspirants nowadays, what they feel, that if they join an institute, it is a guarantee for success in civil service exam. No. Joining an institute is not a guarantee. Joining an institute is just a step forward. And everything will depend that to what extent you are successful in extracting the best out of that coaching institute. And one more thing. Many students who join an institute, throughout their course, they complain what institute is not offering. But you know, people who qualify, they don't complain. They only try to get the best which the institute has to offer, and the remaining, which they feel based on their understanding, that was not done by the institute, they will do on their own. So, they are very smart people. They know that they have invested money, they are investing time, so they will try to extract the best what the institute has to offer. And they are fully aware that everything which is required for exam may not be there with the institute. They are fully aware that finally if they are going to be successful, then 20% will be the role of the institute and 80% will be the contribution of the candidate. But even this 20 is important. You cannot undermine the importance of this 20. But with this awareness that 80% contribution you have to make as an individual in your success. So this is something which should be very clear in your head, that what is important. So joining an institute is not a guarantee. But one thing, while choosing the coaching institute, you should be very cautious. This is an important decision, rather make and break decision in the overall scheme of preparation. So you should choose your institute very carefully. Many a times people will choose institute based on which institute is near their house. Okay. Which institute is offering the course at cheaper price, 5,000, 2,000 rupees. If they are finding that is what is making them tempted towards joining the institute. No. While choosing the coaching institute, you should be only looking into the content which they have to offer and inside outside classroom support which they may provide to you during the preparation. That is the prime thing which should govern your decision about joining an institute. And once you join, no point complaining about what institute is not offering to you. After joining the institute, try to get the best which the institute has to offer, and for remaining, you create the best on your own. So this is the thing which should be there in your mind. So now, let me take questions and answer. So one by one, I will take the question. Hemant Madan is asking question, I am unable to get the link to the live class. What should I do? Which live class you are talking, Hemant? If you can be a bit more specific, then I can give you an answer. Tinku Kumari is asking online test series for 2020 pre. Okay, so already we have one prelim score, an intelligent online testing platform of ALS, and now we are going to launch, right? Now we are going to launch online full course as well, in which you will also get this testing platform prelim score. Okay, so this is there. Deepak Krishna Kumar is asking, for the dynamic part of the syllabus, apart from newspaper, reading which all sources should I follow? Though this discussion is about coaching institute, but since you have asked this question, for dynamic part of the syllabus, you need to read newspaper regularly. Other than newspaper, reinforcement, you should read some magazines like Yojana, Kurukshetra, Science Reporter, World Affair, all these 4 magazine, Competition Wizard magazine, rather than reading the entire magazine. These are monthly magazines. So, choose 5-6 articles from each of these magazines and read every day. Read 1 article a day. Keep half an hour in your daily schedule or for reading magazines. Subscribe Yojana, Kurukshetra, Science Reporter, World Affair. The day when you get the copy of that month, select 4-5 articles which you feel important and which has overlapping with UPSC syllabus. And in the month, you should read 30 articles, 30 days, 31 days, 31 article, half an hour. And while you are reading, underline the keywords, note stick on that article. Okay, synopsis you make and stick on that article itself and map. Okay, map, that is, right, mapping should be done. That is, this particular article relates with polity, economics, social issues, geography, environment, ecology, so that again you can revise when you are doing this module. So other than newspaper, magazines. Other than magazine, maybe half an hour, either it can be PIB or you can watch some discussion on Rajya Sabha TV, that is something like Big Picture. And when you are watching these discussions or debates in Big Picture, you should always sit with notebook and pen and you should make some points and you should revise that. So that is what is the thing which should be there. Surya is saying mentorship program means what? It is necessary for civil service preparation. See, means mentorship is not about, spoon feeding. Mentorship is about the mentor able to, locate the genius in you, able to locate your strength, able to tell you your weakness, able to support you in overcoming your weakness and making your strength in real and practical term the strength. And throughout the preparation, the mentor is keeping you motivated, is able to keep your preparation on track. All these fall within the ambit of mentorship. Mentorship is not about, just providing the content. So mentorship is much beyond teaching. Okay, so that is what is there. Nisi is asking question, should I prepare notes for magazine too? Notes in what sense? You should not note it down in a notebook, but while you are reading magazine, underline the key statements, key words, key concepts, key facts, and once you have completed reading the article, then you make synopsis, the key points in your own words, and that you make write on note stick and stick that note stick on that page of the magazine itself and map it that it relates with polity. And you should always map with serial number, that this is the 5th article on polity and constitution, this is the 7th article on polity, this is the 10th article on polity and constitution, this is the 15th article. And when you read polity and constitution, then after completing the static part of polity and constitution, again revise this articles which you have covered through magazine. This is the way you should do. So this is there. Deepak Krishna Kumar, sir, will there be online optional class in coming years? Yes, we are very seriously planning. We are going to launch online course of GS first, and thereby after we will also launch online course for 2-3 popular optionals. Okay, so that's going to be there. Then let me just answer Preetpal Singh. I am Preetpal Singh from Kolkata. To extend the deletion time of video from ALS app. So Preetpal is saying, extend the this time for deletion of video. Preetpal, one thing I would like to tell you, in Hindi there is a saying, विकल्प संकल्प को कमजोर करता है. हमने, we uploaded this video in the month of March itself. March, April, May, for 3 months. Okay, now if you are not able to watch till May, we may extend for few more days. But we have to delete. There are technical issues as well. Our technical team is telling that server is flooded with, videos. And this is the reason why students who are opening videos are, sometimes facing some technical problem as well. So we need to clean the server, right? I am not going to ask my team to immediately delete, but you all start watching the video and complete that at earliest. Don't expect that it will be there with you forever. Okay. If you would have been conducting the classes regularly, then you would have been attending on day-to-day basis. But we know that in some areas there are issues related with internet, and therefore, you keep on trying and watch these videos. If you are not able to watch, and even if we remove, then also we will try to provide some support in some different way. Okay, so that is there. Akhil is asking question, can you please repeat the name of magazines? Yojana, must. Kurukshetra, must. World Affairs and Science Reporter, optional. Okay, so Science Reporter, particularly there is a page in Hindu called Periscope. Weekly once they publish it. If you are not able to cover Periscope, then you can read selected articles from Science Reporter, or you can visit, the website, PIB notifications related with science and technology. That is something you will have to do. Okay, so that is there. Then Dia is asking question that if I depend on all the study material and test series that institute provide, and if I stick to it, is there a need to refer to other external source, right? Dia, one thing which I would just like to bring to your notice, that you should draw the line that first thing you need to cover in the name of civil service preparation is NCERT books of 6 to 12. Then you need to revise your own class notes if you have joined an institute. And then you need to read the printed study material which the institute may have provided. Because class discussion and printed material, they are complementary and supplementary to each other, and together they constitute an integrated package through which you can do justice with the vast and exhaustive syllabus which is prescribed by UPSC for civil service exam. Once you have done this thoroughly, then you can go beyond. But it would be very foolish that you haven't revised the class note, you haven't studied the printed material of the institute which you joined, and then you are exploring external sources. So the right to explore external source is only to those who have thoroughly covered NCERT books, their own prepared class notes, and the printed study material provided by the class notes. Then only they can explore some external source. And while exploring external source, always two things you should keep in mind. Number one, that limited, selective. So rather than reading 4 books, read 1 book. And within the book, no need to cover the entire book. Selective topic which you feel was not covered in the class discussion, is not covered in the printed material, selectively. And revision is the key. Okay, revision is the key. So that is one. And number 2, when you are external source, always you should use more and more open source. So after class notes, NCERT, printed material, more and more what is finding place in newspaper, magazine, PIB notification, economic survey, India yearbook, annual reports of ministries, some mygov.in, something which is coming. So these are the things which you should explore more in the name of external source rather than some standard book if you have joined institute. Okay, so that is there. Surya is asking which newspaper is best for economics. I don't know whether you are asking for economics optional or economics within GS. Economics within GS, then I would say that only Hindu or Indian Express or Hindustan Times, first page and central page, whatever, sometime you will find economic pages are there, which you can read and will be sufficient enough in addition to Yojana and Kurukshetra. But if you are asking economics as an optional, then I would always suggest Economic Times, you must subscribe. Okay, so that is there. Sapna is asking question, when Hindi medium classes will start, sir? We have not taken a decision about Hindi medium, and as and when we decide, this is in discussion stage. So once we decide, then we will update you, Sapna. I will inform my team to update you separately. Arpita is asking question, I am a student of BSc Agriculture, which optional should be best for me? The best is the subject in which you have genuine interest. So first thing you need to ask yourself that would you like to take agriculture as your optional or not? Only when the answer is no, right, based on your experience during your BSc, right now for last couple of years you are studying this subject, you are in a better position that whether it is, you are interested in this particular subject or not. Once the answer is no, then you need to explore your interest from among 7, 8 popular subjects, right, like geography, history, sociology, political science, public administration, and since you are from, BSc agriculture, for you even, forestry can be there, okay? So you need to take, but the decision should be taken based on your interest. People who are having agriculture background, they like geography. They even like economics, because what you might have studied during your graduation will have some overlapping with what you have to cover in geography as well as in economics and sociology as well. So you have to choose among the 3, 4 subjects based primarily on your interest. And I am not suggesting you science subject like botany, zoology. You can think, but only problem is that in science subject, the support from outside will be less. You will have to prepare primarily on your own, and then one day performance in the exam hall when you go to write the main. That is a challenge in any science subject. So only people who have, a lot of command over the subject, a lot of interest over the subject, they can overcome this challenge which is there with any science subject. So this is the answer for Arpita. Yes, and we will have a session explicitly on how to choose the optional. So Bunty is saying that I am BSc first year student, how to start my preparation. Now the time has come when you should start the preparation on serious note. Since you are the first year BSc, I don't know in which part of India, in which college or university, in which course you are enrolled. But I know one thing, that every day you can definitely create 3-4 hour slot which you can dedicate towards civil service preparation. And this is what you need to do, 2 hours, 3 hours. And whenever the classes are not there in college, that day, maybe 5-6 hours. And you need to start the preparation on serious note. And you need to start the preparation in a systematic way. So in initial days, you should focus towards reading newspaper daily, generate interest in, reading newspaper, making notes out of it, listening to some good debates and discussion in news channels, okay? Not, these channels which normally people watch, but Rajya Sabha TV, Lok Sabha TV, okay? Then, then you cover NCERT book, then you can join some institute like ALS provides 2-year program, 3-year program, okay? In the initial days, our focus will be to create a strong foundation, and later on, we will put you in a hardcore 1-year preparation. So that is the way, systematic way you need to, you need to move on. Ankur Tiwari, if there is something as you think, then most of the aspirant of an institute get qualified. Personal opinion. Yes, Ankur, means very rightly said, means institute role is, 20%, 80% candidate's role. You may say that 100%, but I only feel that, some proper guidance, steering by experienced teacher will make it happen within the limited time and with surety. Otherwise, there can be some, this. Ankita Saha, any last minute tips for prelims 2020? Prelims 2020, Ankita, now 5th of June, the date most likely is going to be announced by UPSC. In the last 45 50 days, your focus should be to take your hard work to the highest level. Means every day you should study for 8 to 10 hours minimum. Okay. And while you are studying, your focus should be accelerated revision and consolidation. No more expansion. No need to expand, no need to read anything new, but revise what you have studied earlier. And question, MCQ, solve as many MCQ as you can. Every day you must solve 100 questions. And with good performance, in the test which you will take on daily basis, you should not feel, very enthusiastic. And when you are not performing, you should not feel depressed. Okay. So that is the key. But you must make assessment of your performance, appraisal of your performance, that the questions which you are not able to do are mostly from which chapters in that particular subject. And then you need to revise that chapter again. Maybe through the source which may be new. That is where reinforcement package. So this is what, right? This is what is the final tip for prelims, okay, 2020. Take your hard work to the highest level now. Tell yourself that last 45, 50 days you are studying, okay, number one. Number two, during this period, your maximum focus should be accelerated revision and consolidation. And everything which you revise must be followed immediately by solving MCQ. And when you are solving MCQ, great performance, good performance should not place you in the zone of enthusiasm, and underperformance, right, should not place you in depressed zone. That is something which you should be very, very clear. But you need to make an appraisal. Okay, these many questions I was able to do. These many questions I was not able to do. Questions which I was not able to do primarily relates with which 2-3 chapters. Now I need to revise these chapters once again before I, proceed further in my prep. That is the way you should do. Kapil Chand is asking, any advice for prelims 2020? This is the advice, Kapil, which I would just like to say. Pranav Pudi is asking question, respected sir, I am in class 12th right now. Which group shall I choose in my graduation period so that I develop skills useful for writing Indian Civil Service exam? Please help me out. So tell me which group. See, whether you should join science or whether you should join humanity or you are joining commerce, that doesn't matter at all when it comes to civil service preparation. When we see the list of successful candidates, what we see? Engineers are qualifying, people with science background are qualifying, people with humanities background are qualifying, people with commerce background are qualifying, people with professional degrees like, MBBS, chartered accountancy, management, they all are qualifying. You should choose the stream of graduation in which you are interested, your own interest. Because in the name of civil service preparation, finally you will have to prepare many subjects. Even what you will not study in graduation, you may have to study those subjects again in the name of civil. But you must choose an institute where regular classes are happening, and during the preparation, at least 2-3 hours on daily basis since first year of your graduation itself, you are able to take out and divert towards civil service preparation. And having said this, if you choose humanities, there is some risk involved. If you can take the calculated risk, then it may place you slightly advantageously, because it will free you from the double burden that what we have to prepare in the name of civil service and what we have to do in the name of graduation. So the two will be more harmonious in relationship, which may save some time and efforts of your. Otherwise, you should choose the stream for graduation based on your interest. And if you feel that you are equally interested in science, humanities, and commerce, then I would suggest humanities. If equal is the level of, right, equal, for which there is some risk, but that would be a calculated risk which you may take. Nisi is asking question, there is no option for downloading ALS magazine. No, the online course which we will start, in that we will give you the option to download, right, the magazine in the form of current affairs. But Competition Wizard we will provide to our candidates, which will be dispatched. Hard copy is what you will receive at your place. Sherin, yes, is asking question. Serwin is asking question. Do you provide classes for polity optional? Polity is not an optional. Political science and international relation is one optional, and public administration is another optional. And we provide classes for both. Akhil is asking question. Do the faculties of Delhi ALS teach in Trivandrum ALS? Yes, right. At Trivandrum, we have a VSAT center. The classes which we provide at Delhi is beamed live to our VSAT centers, and candidates who are sitting at VSAT centers, they have the option to ask doubts, if any, during the class itself, and the candidate will, the teacher will answer the way I am answering your doubt at this point of time. The way I said that Akhil is asking this question, that is the way teacher in the class will answer your doubt when you are attending the live class. Supritam is asking, my graduation is in material engineering, what optional can be suitable for me? See, since your material engineering is not a subject in the list of optional which you can choose, so for you, the choice you have to make is between maybe geography, maybe political science and international relation, maybe sociology, maybe history, maybe anthropology, and maybe, right, since you are an engineer, you can give consideration to, some science subject. But if I have to do intrusive counseling for you, you should try to explore, right, one subject out of 3, 4, that is geography, political science, international relation, sociology, anthropology, maybe PABAD in this list can be there. Okay, so that is there. Himanshu is asking, is ALS Delhi providing class for history optional? Yes, we provide class for the history optional. Okay, and we have a very good teacher, right, for history optional. Then Saira is asking question, I am a geography student, so may I make notes for optional geography from our class notes like physical geography, human geography, economic? Yes, definitely you need to make class notes. See, notes is not about noting down the same sentence, but while you are making notes, your focus should be, flow chart, points, key points, then brain maps, mind maps. In a scientific way, you should make notes so that you can revise with ease, and with revision you can remember. That is what is there. Vinutha is asking question that its prelim topic are common for, is it prelims topic are common for everyone? Yes, everybody who has to take prelims. Nowadays, in the scheme of prelim, you have to take 2 papers. One is GS, the second is CSAT. Okay, CSAT is qualifying in nature, and finally, who will qualify for the main exam depends on your performance on the paper 1, that is general studies, in which they will ask you MCQ, multiple choice question with negative marks from 6 broad areas, that is history, right? History including art and culture, geography including environment and ecology, economics, polity and constitution, governance, then would be science including general science, science and technology, and then current affairs. Okay, so that is what is there, Vinutha. Then what Altaf is asking question, what about rest of the classes? I am Altaf, I don't know from which batch you are. We are providing classes on our portal. So whatever classes are left, we are providing on the portal, and you can watch these classes. And if you come to Delhi, then we will provide the mixed classes in other batch as well to support you. But we are providing all the classes on the portal. Okay. So whatever we were able to cover before the lockdown, and then whatever we are not able to cover, is what we are providing on portal. So we will ensure that in a very logical way, we cover the syllabus. Okay, so that is there. And then, right, Uttam is there. How to start preparing for ethics from very beginning. See, when it comes to ethics paper, it is one paper which you cannot theoretically prepare by just reading a content or a study material. Okay. Now, you need to just bring transformation in approach. The beginning of preparation for ethics, value, aptitude, attitude, the paper, fourth paper in GS in main exam, you first try to think that how would you like to see your DM? How would you like to see your SP or DCP? And then you need to ask question. The way you want to see your DM, DC, DCP or SSP, is that in you? And if not, then how will you get it in you? You think. Okay? So this thinking, spend some time with you. See, ethics paper you cannot prepare by traveling outward. Ethics paper you can prepare when you start traveling inward. Okay, you need to spend quality time thinking about yourself, your strength, your weakness, you as a person, the, components of your personality. Okay, so that is how you should start. But yes, once you start the preparation, then you need to study the theoretical part as well. What is ethics? What is aptitude? What is attitude? What is discipline? What is integrity? What is honesty? Okay, what is scientific temperament? And what are the leadership qualities which one leader should have, and so on and so forth. So, Uttam, I am saying, to prepare for ethics, first you need to travel inward, spend quality time with yourself, and then, right, and then, okay, then, that is what you should do. And one thing, from today itself, you must be genuine in your approach towards yourself and others in life. Immediately, you think that whatever you do, you will maintain the genuinity in it, authenticity in it. Okay? And people must get impressed with your authenticity. No pretense, right? But genuinity. This is how you can, right? This is how you can start. Okay? So that is there. Ankur Tiwari is saying, first time you said finish NCERT for 2-3 times and get some basic knowledge. If you are from science background, read newspaper on daily basis. Yes, this is what I say, that the preparation should start with reading NCERT, followed by the revision, and then in the beginning, right, again, this is what should be there. Arvind Mehto is saying, sir, मैंने अपना टाइम टेबल प्लान किया है, जून टू दिसंबर ओनली फोकस ऑन ऑप्शनल GS or language, and then January 2021 to 31st May only pre. Is it right planning? Please tell me. 5 months is enough for pre. See, my friend, what I would say, that when you start when you will start the preparation in June, maybe initial 4 months, you should be in the main mode of preparation for GS. And then you should switch over to pre-cum main mode. And then in the last phase, you should only be in the pre-mode of preparation. Because when I say you should start preparation with in the main mode of preparation, your focus should be on conceptual clarity on different topic. Your focus should be on, right? Your focus should be on grasps of the subject, theme, deeper understanding. And when I say pre-cum main, concept clubbed with facts and some analysis. Okay, that is what. And when I say pre-mode, there, right, there, you should, revise at accelerated pace. You should cover more and more in less and less time. Okay, so that is something which should be there. Otherwise, the roadmap which you have prepared, Arvind, is absolutely fine with only minor change. That start the preparation of GS with main mode, then in the second phase, your approach should be pre-cum main, and in the third phase, final phase, completely in the, prelims mode. Maybe first 3 months, main, then next 3 months, pre-cum main, and the last 3.5, 4 months, only pre-mode. This is what should be there. Okay. Shaukat. Shaukat is saying that I have not been able to clear in the last 3 attempts. Please suggest how can I crack and where I am lagging. Shaukat, first thing, right? First thing, you need to do the appraisal of your experience which you had in the prelims exam hall on the previous 3 occasions. How many questions you were able to attempt, what was your score, okay, what was the cutoff marks that year. That will give us, some clue what is missing. Okay, what is missing. Only when, for example, if you are scoring 90 plus in GS paper and the cutoff is 100 plus, now this is, right, indicative of, right, poor revision, means you have not been able to revise. Okay, if you are scoring 70 in GS and cutoff is 100, it means it is indicative of poor coverage of syllabus. Okay, poor coverage of. If you are scoring 95 and the cutoff is 100, this is indicative of, right, this is indicative of that coverage is not an issue, revision is not an issue, but you are not practicing MCQ adequate in number in an exam-like conditions. Okay, so you will have to analyze, number 1. Number 2, right, once you have analyzed, then you need to make a genuine assessment of, your preparation as on date, where you stand as on date. And then you will have to forget about your past performance and you will have to make a fresh start so that in the 4th attempt, you are not only able to qualify prelims, but you are able to crack the exam finally. You need to prepare a proper roadmap and you need to ensure that your preparation moves strictly in accordance with that roadmap. Okay, but you need to do assessment of your performance on previous 3 occasions. There is no point that making attempt and failing and then not finding out the contributory factor for failure. You need to identify the contributory factors for failure and then you need to, plan accordingly. Okay, so that is something which you should keep in mind. Then Himanshu is saying, please tell me the advantage of history as an optional. See, history as an optional, if you take, then it has overlapping with GS. That is one advantage which is there. Okay, and people who are taking history as an optional, normally your writing skills should be very good, because in history you have to write answer properly, which is required in any other optional. But since it is completely a humanity subject where not only understanding of the subject will help, but your very good writing skill will help. So normally people who choose history as an optional, okay, they have this in them that their writing skill is good. And third thing which is important, that history as an optional is normally taken by those who have the ability to memorize, extra ability to memorize, because in history you need to remember dates, name, places, events, stories. Okay, so if you have extra ability to memorize, it will help you in GS as well, in some other areas as well. So these are some of the benefits, right, which you have because of choosing history as your optional for every subject. But again, every subject will have some advantage, some disadvantage. Disadvantage is what? A scoring potential in history as an optional is not very encouraging. If you choose maths, you may score, 350, 380 out of 500. But 380, 360, 350 in history is challenging because the subject is not having that high scoring point. But what is again an advantage? In history there is a stability. If you have prepared the optional and when you are stepping in the exam hall, even if that day is not the best day of yours, you will come out from the exam hall not very much satisfied with your performance, but you will get a score of 180, 200. But if same happens with mathematics, physics, then you will, come out of exam hall with marks 20 out of 500, 10 out of 500, 0 out of 500. That possibility is also there. So stability is not. So every subject has some advantage and disadvantage. And it's not the subject which performs in this scheme of exam, but students' comfort in the subject is what is more important. Then Bhavana is asking, apart from classroom program of ALS and revising multiple time, how much extra time we need to put on other sources we need to follow? I told you, other sources limited, okay, and in a very selective manner, and that too, right, whatever you are able to. So other source, one thumb rule in civil service preparation, you should never read anything which you cannot revise later. So when you are going to read a particular content, you need to ask first a question to yourself. Will I be able to revise twice, thrice, right, during my preparation this, what I am going to read now? If you get an answer, yes, then you must read. Otherwise, you should say no. So, other source, limited, selective, and with this clarity that you have to revise even this, right, before you go for exam. That is what. Tarun is asking question, my mother tongue is Kannada, but I want to take Hindi language paper. Does it work for me? You will have to qualify. Okay. And qualifying in Hindi or otherwise in Kannada is not that challenging. Maybe, 5-10 days committed effort of 3 to 4 hours a day will help you that you qualify. You need to just solve previous 10-year question in that particular language, whichever, Indian language you are going to choose as a qualifying paper. What is the procedure for registration? So I will, this is what is being asked by Supritam. I will ask my technical team to reach out to you and support you in for registration. How to manage a study time to complete the UPSC preliminary exam 2020 is what Abhujam is asking. So Abhujam, I have already told you that next 60 days or 55 days or 65 days, we will learn about it on 5th of June. Okay, depending upon that, last 50 days, you need to take your hard work to highest level. So normally if you were studying for 8 hours, now the time has come when you should take it to 10 hours. If you were studying 10 hours till now, now the time has come when you should take it to 11 or 12 hours. And accelerated pace of revision in a time-bound manner, and every topic which you revise should be followed by solving MCQ. And while you are solving MCQ, appraisal of your performance to identify and plan reinforcement package. This is what should be the approach, my friend. Swaroop Nath, can you suggest the best book for art and culture? I would say NCERT book, and other than NCERT book, in a very selective way, you can refer one very good book on art and culture, though very exhaustive, which is by one of our students who happens to be an IAS officer presently in West Bengal cadre, that is Nitin Singhania. Okay, so that is considered to be a good book. And there are some facet of art in Gadget of India, right? Gadgetier, there are some content on art and culture. That is something which you should keep in mind. And every year, okay, when Republic Day parade is taking place, in the parade there are tableau of different states in which the states will showcase their rich culture, heritage, and different forms of art. So that is also an event which you should watch closely. So NCERT book, then other than NCERT book, selectively, if you have joined an institute like ALS, then ALS study material. Beyond the material, Nitin Singhania book, selectively, right? And then, okay, Gadget content on art and culture. You will Google, if you will Google it, you will get it. Okay, and then one Republic Day parade, particularly the tableau of different states and departments. That is something which you can refer on art and culture. So Swaroop Nath was asking this question. Tarun Speedy, sir, please, do graduation performance matter? It doesn't matter at all. Believe me, Tarun, in 15 years of my teaching experience, I have met many successful candidates who failed in their graduation twice, and then started, they completed graduation ultimately, and then they started preparation for civil service, and they qualified with very good rank. And I have also met many students who performed exceptionally well in the graduation. They were university topper, they were gold medalists, they were topper in their engineering college, topper in their medical science, MBBS degree. Okay, and they have also. So, what you have done till date is not that important. What you will do, right, from today, since you take up the exam, that is more important. Okay, that is more important. Okay, so this is an answer to question of Tarun. Ram Adhar is how to prepare GS3. In GS3, we have economics, we have science and technology, we have disaster management, we have internal security. Okay, and some areas of Indian geography like agriculture, trade and transport. Okay, so these are the things which you have to prepare. So subject wise, we need to formulate the strategy. We will have a separate discussion that how to prepare internal security, how to prepare science and technology, how to prepare disaster management, so on and so forth. Okay, so that's there. Gyanendra Tiwari is asking Hindi medium students, please tell how, see, while you are, writing in English medium or in Hindi medium, irrespective of the medium, whenever you are writing answer, your answer must be compact, very precise, and strictly in accordance with the specific demand of the question. So, once you have decoded the demand of the question, accordingly you have to plan your answer. And while writing answer, in GS particularly, compactness, precision matters. And as far as your language is concerned, there should not be spelling mistakes. There should not be any grammatical error. Standard of the language should be simple yet powerful. And what is simple yet powerful? Right? Small sentences, but whatever you are writing, there should not be any grammatical error and there should not be spelling mistakes. And handwriting of that standard that anybody can comfortably read it. Okay, so that is what? This is applicable even in Hindi medium. Same goes for Hindi medium. Okay. So that is there. Akhil is asking wizard or civil service times. You have asked a good question, but to a wrong person. I would recommend Competition Wizard, not because I am the executive editor, but we have a team which works, to create this content, and I am quite confident that what we are providing is strictly in accordance with what is required for civil service exam conducted by UPSC. Okay, so Akhil, I would recommend strongly Competition Wizard if you ask my personal opinion, but you should ask others as well. Okay, then you will get the same answer. Whosoever would have studied Wizard, they are finding it good. So this is there. Arnali is asking question, can you throw some light on answer writing? See, answer writing, one artistic part is there, one scientific part is there. When it comes to artistic part of answer writing, here your language, handwriting, okay, choice of words, these are the things which matters. Okay, when it comes to scientific part, okay, then compactness, precision, flow, answer in accordance with the demand of question, good introduction, powerful introduction, logical conclusion, visibility in answer, answer supplemented with diagram, table, flowchart, map, right? These are the scientific parts. So you have to work on both the facet of answer writing, artistic as well as scientific. So you have to learn technique when it comes to scientific part, and when it comes to art, practice, improve your language, improve your expression in the language in which you are going to write the exam. Okay, so that is something which is there. Priya Sharma is, what is the probability observing the current situation in Delhi to resume offline classes in July and August? See, means we don't know, Pia. Okay, so Priya Sharma, we don't know when we will be able to resume classes, but whenever the lockdown is over, we will take at least 20-25 days to start the operation, because students can come from different part, they can settle in. But since uncertainty is there, so you should not wait. Continue taking your preparation forward through our online support. And the day when situation is normal, then you plan coming back, right, with immediate effect. Because in the present crisis situation, highest priority you have to give is your health. Then comes your civil service preparation. Okay, so you should be very clear that you need to take good care of health, and then you need to ensure that your civil service preparation is moving forward. And till now, gradually what is appearing, that we all have to live, we all have to learn how to live with coronavirus for some time. That is what is, so new normal for few months, whatever we do in life, but we need to maintain social distancing, we need to cover our face with mask whenever we move in public, we need to avoid gathering, we need to wash our hands regularly. All these things are going to be the new normal. We need to take good care, and at the same time, proper sleep, proper diet with which we can raise the immunity in our body. So that is something which you have to, but you should not worry about these things, but continue with your preparation with our online support, and then when the situation is normal, then we will call you immediately to Delhi for our program. Okay, so that's there. Yes, many questions are there, but I think the nature of the question is indicative that I have answered most of the questions which you have asked me during the session. And if I have not been able to answer some question, then we have series of this guidance lecture, and my team will definitely reply, to your specific question even after the completion of this course, even after the completion of this session. Roshan Ranjani, may I get DLP study material to home? Yes, now we are creating that facility where you can join online course of ALS, and within that course we will have the option to subscribe the GS kit, which will be dispatched to you in hard copy, and you also have the option only to subscribe the course, not the DLP kit. So that option will be there, Roshan. That is what I can say. Then Sanya is asking question. Many people suggest about backup plan. Sir, can you tell me about something? See, I am a person who believes that we should always play the game to win. We should not play the game not to lose, because when you play the game not to lose, very defensive is the approach of yours during the play. So I feel that backup plan, meaning what? You must have the clarity before you start the preparation that next 2 years I will dedicate for civil service preparation, within which I will qualify and will get the service of my choice. For some reason I am failing, then I will explore an alternative in these fields. You should have the clarity about your plan B. But never ever in life you should work simultaneously on plan A, plan B, plan C. This is my personal opinion. So you should have the clarity that if I am preparing, I know that I may fail. If I will fail, then what I will do. That clarity should be there. But while I am preparing for civil service, at the same time I am working on plan B, and at the same time I am working on plan C, then you are not doing justice to plan A, plan B and plan C. But you should have the clarity that what is your plan B. You should not be an emotional fool that you don't know that if you fail in civil service exam, then what? So you should have the clarity that first 2 years only civil service preparation, next 2 years only civil service preparation, right? Maybe some state PCS exam I may target, but if I fail in the 2 years, right, then this is the particular domain vertical in which I will explore an alternative career for myself. That clarity should be there. But at any given point of time, you should not simultaneously work on plan A, plan B, plan C, plan D. Right? At a particular point of time, you should always work towards plan A, with this assumption that it's the plan which is going to work. So that is what I feel. So on this note, I will like to wind up this interaction, and it was pleasure talking to all of you, and we'll see you for other subjects which we have to discuss under this ALS guidance program. Every Friday, either me or Jojo Matthew sir will come to have this kind of live interaction with you all on different facets of civil service preparation. Thank you all for joining me. Have a good day.